Hello Internet, welcome to my channel. My name is Emma and today I'll be teaching you how to sew a simple fabric face mask like this one. The CDC has advised the use of cloth face coverings in public. However, this will not prevent you from catching the coronavirus, so it's safer to just stay home. Flatten the curve, you know? To make this project, you're going to need a lighter. That's disappointing. A ruler to measure your fabric with. Scissors. And a sewing machine or a lot of patience. The supplies you will need 48 inches of ribbon. Mine is double-faced satin in a 3/8 inch width. You will also need 2 identical pieces of fabric measuring 9 inches by 7.5 inches. And 1 smaller piece of fabric measuring 3.5 by 4.5 inches. I'm using cotton because that's what's recommended. However, if you don't have any cotton and you don't want to go out, I'll link in the description below a study that was done in 2013 on the filtration abilities of several materials, and you can look and decide which one you can use. Let's get started. With right sides facing together, sew your identical rectangles along the 7.5 inch edges. Next, turn it right side out and press your seams nice and flat. This next step can get kind of tricky. You're going to want to create 3 1-inch pleats and leave 1 inch of fabric at the top so that in total your mask will be 4 inches tall. Make sure to put your pins in with the heads facing inward so that you don't sew over the top of them in the next step. Measure your mask to make sure it's the correct length. This smaller rectangle will act as the binding on your mask to hold your ribbons in place. Hem the rectangle on both of the shorter sides using a 1/4 inch seam allowance for each side. This will create a 4 inch long binding. Cut your rectangle in half lengthwise and split it apart. Sew the binding and the mask together with the right side of the binding facing the wrong side of the mask. Repeat this step on the other side and then lay your mask flat, opening the binding as I've done here. Fold your binding over your ribbon and then fold that onto your mask. Sew along the binding, but be careful not to sew over the ribbon. If your ribbon can move freely in the casing, you've done this correctly. Repeat the step on the other side. Carefully melt the edges of your ribbon to prevent fraying. And now you're finished. Make sure you trim any loose threads. To put on your mask, simply put the loop over your head with the pleats facing down. Tuck the loop over your ears and tie the ribbon back securely. Lastly, adjust the pleats and make sure it's comfortable and fitting well. That's all. If you want to make more masks for your family and friends, I have a Google Doc linked below that provides instructions on how to care for and tie these masks. If you want to go one step further and make masks for anyone in need of them, makemasks2020.org, which I'll also link in the description, will match you up with institutions that need masks. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like it, and if you want to watch more videos like this one, subscribe and click that notification bell to make sure you don't miss a video I post. Bye!